Yo, 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 what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Sin, coming back with another one, man. And I just want to tell y'all, listen, man, the more guys that's running around that's lacking control, the harder it gets for people like me and you. You know what I'm saying? The harder it gets for us because we out here working on ourselves. We out here gaining control of our life, you know, gaining control of our emotions, gaining control of our sexual desires, all of that shit, gaining control of our life force. But you got the majority of guys that don't have any control, you know, and the more guys, the more men that don't have control, the more crimes that's gonna happen, the more sexual harassment that's gonna happen, the more simping that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? The more validating that's gonna happen. All of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the environment that they creating. So since they like that, we automatically get viewed in that light. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's at the gym, whether it's at the workplace, whether it's at the grocery store. You know what I mean? It don't matter where you at. It don't matter where you at. You know, when you see women, they gonna automatically look at us like the thirsty guy. You know what I mean? Like the weak dude, you know, that needs sex, that need pussy, that need women. You know what I'm saying? They just need it in order to function. Everything about themselves, they do it just for the female. You know what I'm saying? So that's fucking up the whole game right there. And like I said, we automatically get viewed in a certain light, even though we the ones that's actually putting in the work to better our lives, better ourselves. You know what I mean? Better have control. You know what I mean? Getting close to the Most High. We the ones doing that. We doing that. But it don't matter. It don't matter. You know, you're gonna see a lot of guys that's innocent too, that's gonna fall victim. You know, because they've been put in a certain light and they didn't do anything. You will have women that will accuse them of things that they didn't even do. You know what I'm saying? Just because, you know, it's either happened to them or they was, you know, they was put in a situation and they thought that you was gonna do something or treat them some type of way, or like I say, it could be an accident that happened. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Cuba Gooding Jr. hugged the chick. You know what I mean? And got accused of groping her. You know, but I know some of y'all be like, well, you know, that's Cuba Gooding. She just wanted money, whatever the case. Whatever the case may be, though, still. You know what I mean? Still. They gonna view us all in a certain light because of the guys that's really out there on beast mode, on thirst mode. You know what I mean? Just relentless with it, that yearns for pussy, yearns for women. You know what I mean? The validation ain't gonna stop. The simping ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean? The sexual harassment ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean? Because you got more and more dudes that's losing control, and society is helping them do it by putting all that porn in their face. By putting all of these women in their face at every angle, twerking videos in their face at every angle. They can't even watch a TV show without getting ass in your face. You can't even watch a TV show without it. You can't. So we in a society, we in a world right now where sex is all over the place. You know what I mean? But not everybody gonna be on the journey like we on the journey. Not everybody gonna be willing to go through their Instagram and get rid of the triggers and the things that give them urges. You know? And the crazy thing is, where y'all don't give yourselves enough credit, is that you can feel it inside you. You can feel the fact, like me personally, I knew I needed this work because I knew I was out of control. I knew my mind was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't physically do anything. I didn't have these weirdo vibes or anything like that. But at the same time, I knew what my mind was thinking. You know what I mean? I would jump to conclusions in my head. Hell, just from a woman being nice, I would just automatically think that she want me. You know what I mean? And my mind will already go from 0 to 100 you know, having thoughts of us taking it to the next level and all of that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, I was still able to have conversations and talk to women, but my mind was somewhere else, and that's what I wanted to gain control over. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I didn't want to think like, I didn't want my mind to sink into creep mode like that. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I didn't want to get involved in situations anymore to where I was lost in the sauce when it came to pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can easily get there. You know what I mean? When you've been fapping and watching porn for so long, bro, your mind is so deep into that shit, bro. Your mind's so deep into the flesh. It's so deep into the female anatomy and all of that shit, bro. You so deep into that. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, how can it not come out into your reality? How can it not come out into the bedroom when you in a relationship to where you want to do some of those things that you saw, you know, to where you in ultimate just freak mode. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, like in some cases, I know some people like it ain't nothing wrong with that. And I agree, it ain't nothing wrong with that while you in a relationship, but you still need to be conscious. You know what I'm saying? You still need to be conscious and not let that shit control you and take over you and take you away from the actual moment that's supposed to be passionate. You know what I mean? That's supposed to be love. You know what I mean? All of those things that's intertwined. But when you let your mind go into that space, you taking away from the actual experience because you still thinking about pornography. You're not in that moment, you know, to where you making love. You're not in that moment to where you know, getting it in, doing your thing. You know, you still subconsciously thinking about the porn that you watch. You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, that could take you out of, that could take you away from that. You know, I done told y'all about it before, keeping it 100. After smashing something, going to watch porn right afterwards. You know what I mean? Watching it right afterwards. You know? Hold up 1 second. Yeah, so that's why it's so important to stay on this journey, man. You know, we already put in a bad light. You know what I mean? We already put in a bad light. You know, they think we all creeps. They think we all thirsty. We all lack control. You know what I'm saying? But I think we are the ones that's going to reverse that. Start one by one, little by little. You know, everything start with us. No matter what, man, we can't change how the world is going. We can't change every individual. People going to be who they going to be. You know what I mean? But ultimately, it start with us. Ultimately, it start with you. You know what I mean? You have to be the change in your own life and then let that energy spread. Sometimes it just work like that, you know, and then when people see you, they pick up on what you're doing. They pick up on your demeanor. You know what I mean? You ain't even necessarily got to tell them. They could just feel that energy, that masculine energy of a man that has control and have it together. And that can be contagious sometimes. You know, that could be contagious in groups. That could be contagious, you know what I mean, out in the open, wherever you at. You know, people could just pick up on that demeanor. But if they seeing everybody that's lusting all the time, just gawking and, you know, trying to holler, whistling at bitches, doing all of that shit, bro, listen, that shit contagious too. So you're going to have a lot of guys, a lot of young guys thinking that that's the way to go, thinking that that's the way to talk to these women, thinking that's the way to holler. You know what I mean? And that ain't the way. That's not the way. That's just a bunch of clowns exhibiting a lack of self-control. You know, showing their weakness. You know what I mean? That's just a bunch of weak dudes out here. You know what I mean? So we gonna reverse that, man. But that's even why it's more important, bro. You know, if you can't think of a reason to keep going, look at it that way, bro. You know, people looking at you, people see you. You know what I mean? This energy is contagious. You know what I mean? People just watching you, they see your demeanor, bro. They see you glowing, they gonna wonder how to get that, and they gonna see how you act. Look how that dude act over there. You know what I mean? Look at him. You know, he ain't paying attention to nothing. He just focused on himself and what he doing. You know, he not looking at these females. He not gawking like everybody else. He don't got the same energy as everybody else. He not focused on all of this shit. He not distracted like everybody else. Yeah, people pay attention to that. And these young men need to see that so they know how to carry themselves. So they can start to practice and gain control themselves. Instead of doing what the next clown is doing, bro. So we gotta be the face of that shit. We gotta be the face of change. Yeah, sometimes people ain't willing to do that. Sometimes you just not ready for that. Sometimes you didn't sign up for that. But guess what, man? It just happens that way. And if you gonna be the face of anything, why not be the face of this? You know what I mean? So keep retaining, man. Keep gaining. Keep gaining, man. Keep gaining strength. Keep retaining and keep gaining strength, man. And show these mugs that, man, we all ain't like that. You know, we all on our purpose, bro. So keep that energy. And that's my word, man. My name Jay Sinn, the Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to do my job, yeah, that's all day. What I do ain't a facade, this is all Jay. Hustle hard, yeah, that's all day. I'ma keep putting in work, yeah, that's all day. I'm in here to